Varsity junior, Jessica Wildcats. Varsity junior, Kate Olzak. Varsity junior, Paige Rodriguez. Varsity junior, Sabrina Rodriguez. Varsity junior, Michelle Marquez. Varsity junior, Julissa Salazar. Varsity senior, Marisa Cepeda. Varsity senior, Amy Peña. Varsity senior, Ryan De La Rosa. Varsity senior, Selena Gonzalez. Varsity senior, Brianna Palomares. Varsity senior, Leslie Rojas. Varsity senior, Esther Torres. Varsity Hall of Fame senior, Randy Garcia. Varsity senior, Elijah Martinez. Varsity Hall of Fame 3-year All-American senior, Aisa Chavez. Varsity senior, Krista Gakbu. Varsity Hall of Fame All-American co-captain, senior, Rebecca Castillo. Varsity All-American co-captain, senior, Noel Peterson. Varsity Hall of Fame 3-year All-American captain, senior, Aleda Perez. Varsity All-American captain, senior, Jessica Rodriguez. And the mascot, senior, Saúl de la O. The student body, welcome. We have the student council president at Weslaco East, Lord de la Mora.
Good afternoon, Wildcats fans. I am Flor de la Mora, your student council president. On behalf of our superintendent, Dr. Alejandro, our principal, Ms. Sue Peterson, faculty, staff, and students of Weslaco East High School, I would like to welcome everyone to the Pineapple Bowl, Game of the Week between our 3-year district champs Weslaco East Wildcats and the Weslaco High Panthers. At the Pineapple Bowl, we look forward to an amazing, safe, and fair game from both teams. With strength, honor, and pride, our mighty Wildcats will bring to the field great offensive and defensive play. You will experience a mind-blowing performance from our award-winning Wildcat veterans, and of course, our Wildcat cheerleaders and fans leading our mighty Wildcats to victory as we remember the first ever Pinako Bowl score of 24-0. I would like to thank Dr. Panthers from Dallas, Texas, home of the Weslaco, for sponsoring the footballs that will be thrown out tonight. I would also like to wish good luck to both our Weslaco bands who will be competing tomorrow at Pittsburgh. We are West City, but Weslaco East High School is the East Side Front Side. I want to wish everyone a fun night on the safe ride home. May the best team win. And go Wildcats!
Representing the student body and Weslaco High School, we have Cody Huffman, Jackie Garza, and Joel Garcia.
Thank you, Weslaco East High School Wildcats, for your warm welcome to the mighty Panthers. Tonight, let us take a moment to congratulate both of these teams for working hard this season.
Both of these teams have given their heart to the sport, which unites them in friendship. As a sign of sportsmanship, the Weslaco High School varsity juniors will be presenting you with a token of our friendship.
May the best team win. Go Panthers!
And now the Panther Corps will play the spirit of Weslaco High. introduction of Major Salinas and Sergeant First Class Hector Gonzalez. Today, as we hear our anthem, let us always remember the brave men and women that serve here and abroad in our armed forces, and those who have given the ultimate price. Tonight, singing the national anthem, we have some special friends, Weslaco graduates, and former Weslaco educators. Please welcome Cleo and Eddie Martinez and their son, Emmanuel, as they help us honor America with the singing of our national anthem.
Greetings from Weslaco. Mic check, prior to this game between the Weslaco Panthers and the Weslaco East Wildcats. Mic check, 4:08 before kickoff, and just a few minutes from the initial broadcast here tonight. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. Mic check, 1, 2, 3. We'll have the broadcast beginning in 2 minutes check. 2 minutes. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, with another mic check, 3:22 on the clock. We are 1 minute, 20 seconds from broadcast, 1:20. 1:20 to broadcast, 1:20 to broadcast. Weslaco East taking on Weslaco, 1, 2, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Mic check, 1, 2, mic check, 1, 2. Mic check, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Mic check. Welcome again to the broadcast here. Another broadcast on valleycentral.com, coming to you from Weslaco, Texas on a Friday night in a packed house at Bobby Lackey Stadium. where tonight it's a battle of Weslaco, where the Weslaco Panthers are taking on the Weslaco East Wildcats. Wildcats the home team tonight on this field, but both of these teams call this place home, and this is, again, a packed house on a Friday night, and there are more people trying to file in here as we speak. Panthers will be kicking off the football to start the game. Wildcats in the black uniforms with the white trim will be returning the kick. And again, before a huge crowd here on a Friday night, we are in Weslaco for the Tinaco Bowl 2 between the Wildcats and the Panthers. Again, I'm Joe Bowling with you, live streaming audio coming your way here on a Friday night, which means you'll get more or less a radio broadcast. And then about an hour after the conclusion of this game, we'll turn on the lights, if you will, and we'll give you the video accompanied by the play-by-play. Panthers in the white uniforms, Wildcats in the black uniforms. Not many seats left here in the house, especially over here on the home side where the Wildcat fans are assembled. Across the way in the purple and white are the Panther fans, and they too are filing in and filling up the bleachers in a hurry. Wildcats come into this ball game a little banged up. As a matter of fact, a lot banged up. So we'll have some players getting some prime playing time tonight that most likely wouldn't have had that had everyone stayed healthy, but that's the way it goes in high school football. And speaking of the way it goes, away goes the kickoff, and we are underway. It rolls inside the 5, out across the 5 to the 10, hesitation move at the 15, and then ripped down to the ground was the return man for the Wildcats. That's Tommy Maldonado, senior wide receiver, got to the 15, was rudely thrown to the ground there, and that's where the Wildcats will set up shop. 1st and 10 on the offense. One thing to say immediately, we'll get this out of the way. Cervantes, their tailback, will not be playing. That's as far as we're going to go with that. 11:54 to go in the first quarter. Wildcats will bring the offense onto the field for the first time tonight. And fans across the board in the media, we discussed it at length. The over and under here tonight on the passing game is 10 total between the two teams. Quarterback, Darren Rivas, the junior for the Wildcats, has him set up 1st and 10 from his own 15-yard line. Pitches it out. They'll run it right-hand side. Trying to get across the 15, 20 and more. 25 and 30 and a lot more. 40. Penalty flag. Midfield. 40. 35. 30. Down to the 20. 15. Inside the 15 to the 10-yard line. Goes Saul Cuellar, but there's a penalty, and we'll see if this will stick. Cuellar off to the races down the right side for the Wildcats. Drugged down from behind at the 10-yard line, but now wait and sort out the penalty flag, and already the Wildcats are walking back as if this may be against them. Here comes the call. Hold Wildcats. Wipe off the game's biggest play on the first play from scrimmage. Saul Cuellar took off down the right side and again was way down deep in the secondary before anyone had a chance at getting an angle on him. But it's going to come back as a result of a hold. Penalty flag was thrown at the 37-yard line. They'll mark off the penalty from there, actually at the 38. So they will get a first down out of the deal, will the Wildcats of Weslaco East. But instead of the huge gain, they'll take the gain out to the 28 and get a new set of downs. 1st and 10. Game's first big play, literally erased, and Cuellar on the replay, you can see here, was pedaling hard trying to get in the end zone before he was tracked down. David Mahoney was the guy that caught him. 1st and 10 now for the Wildcats. They'll go I formation. Quick handoff up the middle across the 30 and then banging down to about the 32-yard line. Jesse Segura, senior tailback on that carry. Ends up gaining about 4 on the play, and either one of these teams will take a 4-yard gain on a consistent basis and eat up big chunks of the clock, move the ball downfield, ultimately punch it in the end zone, and take their chances on what their defense can do from there. 10:56 remaining here in the first quarter from Weslaco, where the Wildcats take on the Panthers. Wildcat football. 2nd down and 6. Rivas under center. I formation behind him once again. Checks up at the line of scrimmage. Appears to be changing up the play. Play clock is down to 6. Under center again. Takes it. Pitch out right-hand side. Cuellar, short side of the field. Across the 35. Hit there. Ridden out of bounds. Close to first down yardage at the 39-yard line. Actually, that was Derek Barone on the carry. Or was it Cuellar? It was Cuellar. They will shuffle tailbacks into this ball game as frequently as what we'll see the Panthers doing as well. So from yours truly's perspective, It's going to be a chore keeping up with who has their hands on the football. Receiver Chase Lopez checks into the ball game for the Wildcats. He'll line up as a receiver out to the left-hand side. Joining him is J.R. Villarreal. Quarterback Rivas under center, 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. I formation behind him. Hand off to the fullback. Good room across the 45, midfield and more. Down to the 48-yard line. On the carry is Jesse Segura. And that's a big gainer for the Wildcats, who are running it right down the Panthers' throat on this opening drive. Football set up at the 47 of the Wildcats. 1st and 10 once again as they methodically move this ball downfield. Rivas went to the sideline, got the play, and relays it to his troops in the huddle for the Wildcats. They'll break out with 15 on the play clock. 3 receivers set to the right-hand side. That's for show, my friends, most likely. Rivas under center on 1st down. Hands it off on a delay, and that's going to go nowhere. Maybe a gain of 2 on the play. 2 Panthers there to shut that running play down in a big, big hurry. First guy there was Manny Moreno, defensive lineman, a junior, and he had plenty of help there on the Panthers. 2nd down and 8 coming up for the Wildcats. They busted the first play of the game wide open, had it called back as a result of a penalty. Still moving the ball downfield nicely on this first drive. Football at the 45. It's 2nd and 8. They're at the Panther 45. Shotgun formation for the first time tonight for Rivas. Takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play up the right tackle, and they'll whistle the play dead, and it'll be a timeout on the field called by the Weslaco East Wildcats. With that timeout, 9:22 left, first quarter action. There's also a penalty flag that was thrown on the play. I think they'll waive that off. As a result, though, the timeout. Wildcats going to talk, so will the Panthers. We'll take a quick break. As far as the play-by-play, I'll be right back. This is high school football on ValleyCentral.com. We thank you for joining us here on ValleyCentral.com on a Friday night live streaming audio here from Weslaco, Texas, where they continue to file into this Bobby Lackey Stadium for Tanaco Bowl 2 between the Weslaco East Wildcats and the Weslaco Panthers. Timeout was called by the Wildcats prior to that last snap. There was a penalty flag thrown, but it's been waved off. And now it's 2nd down and 8 yards to go for the Wildcats. Pitch play right side, looking for blockers, and they got it across the 35, down to about the 32-yard line. Helmet came flying off on a block, but a 1st down on a carry by Saul Cuellar as he's finally brought down at the Weslaco Panther 32-yard line. Cuellar running like a man possessed early on in this ball game, moving the ball at will for the Wildcats, all on the ground against this Panther D. 1st down play coming up. Fresh troops check in for the Wildcats on this next play. Gabriel Santillan, a quarterback listed as a senior, checks in as a wide receiver on this play. 1st down play for Rivas. Takes the snap, hands it off. First guy through to the 30-yard line, bangs his way down to about the 28-yard line. A good, strong 4.5 yards gained on that 1st down play for the Wildcats. And this offensive line right now is just whipping up on the Weslaco Panthers on this first drive. 4 yards on the gain as they'll spot the football at the 28-yard line. Reminding you that the audio portion of this is what you get live. You get the video about an hour after the conclusion of this game here on a Friday night as a result of the UIL rules. 1st down play for the Wildcats of Weslaco East. First possession of the ball game. They're in Panther territory. Quarterback keeper. He rams it right inside the 25-yard line and down to about the 23. Rivas on a quarterback keeper took the snap and was off to the races from the word go. Just shy of a 1st down. Brings up a 3rd down situation for the Wildcats. First time I've said that here tonight. The officiating crew tonight, the referee is Mike Buck. The umpire is Eddie Ramos. Head linesman Ramiro Valencios. The line judge is Dennis Cantu, and the back judge is Art Alvarado. All here from the Valley. 3rd down play for the Wildcats. Pitch out right side, and that's going to be thrown for a loss as Cuellar gets wrapped up by Michael Brandon Torres junior linebacker, who shut that one down for a loss on third down. Loss all the way back out to the 28-yard line. 4th and 6 coming up for the Wildcats. Decision time here. 7:20 to go in the first quarter and counting. They had been gaining big chunks of yardage on a regular basis, and now they'll be forced with 4th down. They'll keep the offense on the field. Into the game, Gabriel Santillan will be the quarterback. Shotgun formation, he rolls out, looks to throw. Fires a pass, and it's going to be caught inside the 20, 15, 10, look out, 5, touchdown Wildcats. Santillan hits his man as Tommy Maldonado reels it in, and the senior takes it to the house with 6:53 left here in the first quarter of play. They checked in Santillan as the quarterback, rolled out, found Maldonado, who beat the defender, and then used a nifty move to take it to the house. 6:53 left here in the first quarter. Extra point time coming up for the Wildcats of Weslaco East. Snaps a little high, kicks away, and it is good. In the first quarter, first possession, Wildcats take it to the house. 6:53 left, they lead 7-0. Kickoff coming up. This is high school football on ValleyCentral.com. Back here at ValleyCentral.com and in a packed house at Bobby Lackey Stadium in Weslaco, a Friday night under a full moon. The Weslaco East Wildcats have jumped on top of the Weslaco Panthers, taking the opening drive and marching it right downfield and scoring, leading 7-0. They'll kick off. Panthers to try to respond. Kickoff goes deep to the 5-yard line, retrieved there by Andrew Cavazos, brings it right side across the 20-yard line into the 24. That's where he's brought down there. Either team that touches the football here tonight, plenty of crowd to respond to any plays made on the field. Panthers football, and folks, their offense can be a mirror image. As we watch the replay, nice little move made by the receiver, Tommy Maldonado, after he curled around the defender, and then he used the last block, nice blocking downfield by J.R. Villarreal to set him up. I formation for the Panthers, their first time on the field with the offense. Under center, long count, a lot of motion, penalty flags on the play, and they'll blow it dead. Tried to go with a hard count. 6:46 to go in the first quarter. Penalty against the Panthers of Weslaco. That'll march them back 5 yards.
Offense, 5-yard penalty, repeat first down.
Last year I wasn't able to make this game. I don't remember where I was at actually last year at this time. I was somewhere in the Valley. 3 games a week can do that to you. But sold out here tonight by the time they pack everybody that's wandering around. And why you'd be wandering around right now, I have no clue. First down play, 15 yards to go for the Panthers. I formation, and a quick snap, handoff right-hand side, and that will go for about a half a yard. No more than that. On a carry by Brian Guerra, sophomore running back for the Panthers, who are trying to respond to the Weslaco East Wildcats. Actually, that wasn't Guerra, that was Eric Gonzalez, the junior running back, on that carry. Marked down at the 21, brings up second down, still 14 yards to go as a result of that first down penalty against the Panthers. They'll break out of the huddle and up to the line they come. Quarterback is Robert Lopez. I formation behind him, single back, real far back in that backfield. Waiting for the snap, they'll take it, hand the ball off, and they'll blow that one dead. Stops the clock with 6:01 to go in the first quarter, and this time it's a delay of game against the Panthers. So another 5-yard penalty, and this drive going in the wrong direction if you're on the Weslaco Panthers side of things. Their defense gave up points on the first possession by the Weslaco East Wildcats, and now the Panthers offense moving in a negative direction. Second down still, now 18 yards to go. Lopez under center, takes a snap, hands the ball off left-hand side, and that'll gain maybe 2. This time the ball carrier, Javier Galvan, senior tailback for the Panthers, who will use multiple guys coming in to run the football. 3 new players check in for the Panthers, and this is a passing situation which neither one of these teams like to be in. When Weslaco East passed the football for the touchdown, it was a 4th down play, but it wasn't necessarily half to pass yardage. This one is 4 receiver set, 3 to the right, 1 to the left-hand side. Shotgun formation for Robert Lopez on this 3rd and 15 play. Drops back to throw. They'll blow this one dead. Penalty flag again comes in, and this time it's going to be another 5-yard penalty against the Panthers, another delay of game.
Penalty on the offense. Repeat third
So
down.
on the first drive of the night for the Weslaco Panthers, a motion call, and now 2 delay of games has them back inside their 15. Football at the 13. 3rd and 20. Back to a 4 receiver set for the Weslaco Panthers. Lopez, the quarterback, out of a shotgun, takes a snap, and he's going to hand the ball off, and a lot of room up the middle. 25, 30 and more, 35, 40. Look out to the 45, 47-yard line. That's a first down. Brian Guerra on the carry. On 3rd and 20, he'll gain every bit of 35. Like I said, you don't have to look for passes from these teams. Even that one, a 3rd and 20, and they run the football, and they get the first down. 1st and 10 for the Panthers. New set of life here on this first drive for the Panthers. 4:36 remaining. Under center this time was Robert Lopez. Takes a snap, hands the ball off, running play again into the midfield stripe, and now to the 45 of the Weslaco East Wildcats, and suddenly the Panthers have something going on the offense. That time, Eric Gonzalez on the carry. Ends up gaining 8 strong yards, and you can see the huge hole open up there. Blocking resembling what the Wildcats were doing to the Panthers. It's now happening on the flip side where the Panther offensive line is controlling things at the line of scrimmage. Panthers with the football at the 44 of the Wildcats. Under center once again is Lopez. Long count, 3 on the play clock, takes a snap, hands the ball off on a read. It's going to be a first down and more as they will drive inside the 40-yard line to about the 38 or 37 now. They'll mark it down at the 37. Another helmet comes off on this play, but as you can see on the replay, up front and personal here, running through a tackle, most likely a face mask there that wasn't called. Javier Galvan finally ridden down, but that's another first down for the Panthers. 7-0 the score. Weslaco East with the lead, but the Panthers trying to respond. And as expected here, first quarter going by in a hurry. Thus far, 1 possession for the Wildcats. Panthers with their hands on the ball in Wildcat territory. 1st and 10. They'll hand the ball off to the motion man. Running play right-hand side. Tripped up, but not before they get down to the 30-yard line. Gonzalez again on the carry. And that'll be a good 6 yards gained on that play for the Weslaco Panthers. And if you're just joining us, yes, the Weslaco East Wildcats are on top, and they had an impressive drive to start this ball game, moving the ball just right downfield against the Panthers, punching it in the end zone on a 4th down pass play. But perhaps more impressive is what the Weslaco Panthers have done, and that is overcoming 3 penalties out of the gate and sustaining this drive. 2nd down play, running play, up the middle. That's a first down. Inside the 25, down to about the 22-yard line. First carry of the night for Osiel Gonzalez. Gonzalez, another sophomore on this Panther team. And they've got some sophomores that they'll use when running the football. Clock stops while they move the chains, and now they crank it up. 2:34 left here in the first quarter. Panthers trailing 7-0, but they're at the 22 of the Wildcats and moving the ball downfield. Lopez under center. Quick snap. He's going to keep it on a play action. Looks to pass downfield. Got a man caught. Touchdown, Panthers. on the money to Zach Martin. So how about this? Two teams that don't throw the football. Each has thrown it once. Both result in touchdowns. 2:17 to go first quarter. Panthers an extra point away from knotting this one up. Perfect play action on the fake. Lopez bought all the time he needed. And from there, Martin ran the perfect route, caught it in stride in the end zone. Touchdown, extra point coming up. Kicker, Andy Palomares. Ball down, kick up, long, high, true, good. We're tied, 7-7, 2:17 to go in Weslaco. Panthers and Wildcats. Kickoff after this on valleycentral.com. Thanks again for joining us here on valleycentral.com. I'm Joe Bowling with you with live streaming audio coming your way. And fans, don't adjust your headsets. What you're hearing is true. We've had a couple of pass plays when the Panthers of Weslaco and Weslaco East have squared off. Each team 1 for 1 in the passing game. Each team 1 touchdown pass on the only catch made. And we are tied at 7 apiece with 2:17 to go here in the first quarter. Panthers that kicked the ball off. Each team's had it once. Each team successful on the drive. Kickoff underway. A high booming kick this time back inside the end zone. They'll bring it out. 5, 10, 15, middle of the field, 20, 25, 30. Look out here, 35. At the right side of the 38-yard line. Tripped up by the kicker. Mahoney made the stop, but the Wildcats of Weslaco East will have great field position to start this drive as they'll set up shop at their own 39. You can see that kickoff. They returned it from the end zone. Bringing it out across was Ricky Almaraz, a senior. Had he not been tripped up by the kicker, that might have been a huge return. 2:09 left here in the first quarter. Weslaco East sends the offense out for a second time on the evening. Darren Rivas returns the quarterback. Offset I formation behind him. They'll line up 2 receivers short side of the field on the right, run the ball to the right side. Cuellar runs through a tackle, spun out of bounds. He didn't have much room to work there on that wide sweep on the short side of the field. He'll be brought down just shy of the 40-yard line for less than a yard on the gain. Brings up second down and 9 for the Weslaco East Wildcats. They'll actually mark him out of bounds right at the line of scrimmage, so no gain on the play. It's 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Defensive coordinators talking things over on the sidelines for the Weslaco East Wildcats, trying to make some adjustments as to how they were just beaten downfield by the Weslaco Panthers. This Panther defense was getting the same sort of lecture while their offense was on the field. We'll see if they've made adjustments. Running play for the Wildcats. Up the middle, not much room. Out to about the 42-yard line goes Cuellar. And now a 3rd and long coming up for the Weslaco East Wildcats. That one out of the shotgun formation, and you can see there's not much of a hole there. Filling the gap and making the nice tackle was Michael Brandon Torres once again for the Panthers, and I've said his name a couple of times already tonight, as he's been a handful early on when making plays for the Panthers. Wildcat football. Call it 3rd and 7 from the 42-yard line. Shotgun formation, and before the snap, whistle timeout. Wildcats want to talk. They'll burn their second timeout of the first half. And with that, there's 40 seconds left in the first quarter. We'll be back. High school football. We're tied at 7 apiece. Panthers and Wildcats from Weslaco on valleycentral.com.
Area
Back here at Weslaco on a Friday night. Thanks again for joining us on valleycentral.com. It's third down for the Wildcats of Weslaco East. Out of the shotgun, they'll look to throw. Rivas fires the ball downfield, almost caught and almost intercepted. Incomplete pass. Out of the hands of J.R. Villarreal, and then defender Andrew Cavazos had a beautiful look at a chance at an interception. You can see on the replay when you get to watch the video, this goes through the receiver's hands, and then behind that right there, oh my, Andrew Cavazos will be seeing that one in his dreams. Punting time for the Wildcats as the Panthers get the stop. Panthers send a return man back to the 20-yard line waiting for this kick. High snap, punter going to get it away. A high wobbly kick away from the return man. It'll take a Weslaco East bounce inside the Panther 25, and it'll roll dead at about the 23 with 24 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-7 your score. Wildcats and Panthers. This is high school football on valleycentral.com. Back here after the exchange of the football, the Panthers of Weslaco send their offense onto the field. 1st and 10 from their 23-yard line, and they'll run the ball out across the 25 to the 30, banged off his feet at the 32-yard line. Quick run that time for the Panthers, and that'll end up gaining real close to first down yardage. See a nice hole open up there, and when your safety's making tackles, you know something's wrong on the Weslaco East side of things. Eric Gonzalez on that carry. They will say it's enough for a first down. Stop the clock for a moment or two. 10 seconds and counting here in the first quarter. See if the Panthers snap it again. They won't have to with 14 on the play clock. Down to 4 under center. Long count. They'll take the snap and they'll get it off. Now penalty flag comes in. It comes at the point we hit zeros. And I believe the Panthers are going to try and say that the clock had expired before the motion call, but the official, nothing doing on that, doesn't want to hear it. They'll call a 5-yard penalty against the Panthers. Then they'll have to look up at the scoreboard and try to figure out how much time to put back on the clock. And now we'll just say, okay, we're heading to the second quarter. Score tied, 7 apiece, Wildcats and Panthers. This is high school football from Weslaco on valleycentral.com. Our thanks here for joining us on a live stream here from valleycentral.com. We're in Weslaco where the scoreboard already has us in the third quarter. Actually, we're just starting the second. 7-7 the score. Panthers with the football. First play of the second quarter, and it has a little room out across the 35 to the 36-yard line, and another carry by Eric Gonzalez. Well, we started the game officially on the score clock in the second quarter. So thus they are at least keeping track of things moving one quarter at a time. And we're in the third. Now they change it to the second, so all is well. Again, thanks for joining us on the broadcast. Live streaming audio coverage coming your way from Weslaco, a packed house at Bobby Lackey Stadium. Panthers and Wildcats squaring off in a battle of Weslaco. Second down play for the Panthers. And they'll run the ball on a jet sweep to the left-hand side across the 45-yard line. That's good enough for a first down. Carried that time by Major Free, the sophomore tailback. Lined up as a receiver, ran the jet sweep, got the first down as he's brought down, but not before he takes it out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That time brought down by Gilbert Urbina, a senior linebacker who held on for dear life to make sure Free was brought down. First down play, though, for the Panthers of Weslaco. 11:04 to go at the half. Under center on first down, Robert Lopez. Offset eye behind him on first down. Takes it, hands it off. Deep man has a little room. Takes it out to the 49-yard line. Gave up a yard and was brought down there. Brings up second down for the Panthers. Javier Galvan that time on the carry. Could have cleared the midfield stripe, but took that step backwards trying to go left to right and give up some ground. Weslaco East cut him down. 10:23 to go in the half. Second down and 6 coming up for the Weslaco Panthers. They'll run the ball on the left-hand side and a lot of room across the 45 to the 40. First down and more as on his feet is Brian Guerra. Finally brought down, but not before he takes it to the 37, making the 38-yard line of the Weslaco East Wildcats. And they are doing a great job of deceiving who's handling the football. And then the blocking is setting up big-time stuff for anybody with their hands on the ball. Guerra that time finally brought down by Juan Aguino, but not before he takes it for a first down. Aguiano on the carry. Here's a running play again by the Panthers down to the 35-yard line. And that'll be good enough for about a 3.5-yard gain for the Panthers. And a luxury indeed for the quarterback back there when you got any one of 4 or 5 guys that can handle the football and run the way these guys run. That time, it was Eric Gonzalez once again. Second down play, I formation this time for Robert Lopez. Hands the ball off up the middle, and this one goes for very short yardage. It'll bring up a third down play for the Weslaco Panthers. Final guy getting up down underneath there on that carry was Ociel Gonzalez. But third and about 4 yards to go for the Weslaco Panthers. Clock running, under 9 minutes to go in the first half. We're tied at 7 apiece. Each team scored on their first possession. This the second time the Panthers have had their hands on the football. 4 receivers set this time for the Panthers. Out of a shotgun before they take this snap, whistle timeout on the field. It stops the clock, 8:45 to go. Second quarter action from Weslaco. We're tied at 7 apiece. This is ValleyCentral.com.
Huh?
Back here at Weslaco, bringing you the best play-by-play I can come up with here on a Friday night. 2 teams battling it out, Weslaco Panthers, Weslaco East Wildcats. After the timeout, 3rd and 4 for the Panthers. Man in motion right to left. They'll hand it off to the motion man, running left-hand side, down across the 30, down to about the 28-yard line. And that should be enough for a first down for the Panthers. Fans, thanks for watching, actually listening right now on a Friday night. Up to the live portion of this, we have got multiple clicks on the website as far as people that are tuning in. Give us a shout, if you will, at Joe KGBT, whether it be on Twitter or Facebook. Give me a message where you're listening from, and I'll see if I can give you a shout right back. 8:32 and counting here in the second quarter. We're tied at 7 apiece. 1st and 10 for the Panthers of Weslaco at the Weslaco East 27. Running play left side, inside the 25-yard line, down to about the 21-yard line. This time it was Victor Cardoza on the carry. And already we've had 5 different guys carry the football minimum for the Weslaco Panthers, and that number is going to increase as the night goes on. 2nd and 4 coming up. We'll go under 8 minutes to go here in the first half. Quickly played first quarter, second half elapsing in a hurry. Panthers with the football from the 21-yard line of the Weslaco East Wildcats. Under center, Robert Lopez, the quarterback. Long count, takes a snap, and a running play left side inside the 15, down to the 10, down to the 8-yard line. Go the Panthers. That's another first down. The ball carrier, Eric Gonzalez, that time takes it deep in the red zone. And he wasn't touched literally for the first 10 yards of that run. Finally brought down on a big hard hit, but it's 1st and goal coming up for the Panthers of Weslaco. Game tied at 7 apiece. They're trying to change that right now. Lopez under center. On 1st and goal. Sends a man in motion. Hands the ball off. Up left tackle. Inside the 5 and then thrown back. Gavon on the carry. Brings up 2nd down. Watching on the video. Seeing some fans there that are reading some stuff and talking. What are you watching? There's a football game out there, folks. And a good one. 7:02 and counting here. 2nd and goal coming up. They mark the football down at the 3-yard line of the Weslaco East Wildcats. Panther football. Here they come up to the line. Lopez under center, takes a snap. Hands the ball off, and they run it right side, and it's going to be a touchdown for the Weslaco Panthers. They sold it to the inside, pitched it to the outside. Touchdown on a run by Eric Gonzalez, 3-yard carry. Panthers up 13-7, looking for the extra point. Comes with 6:43 to go here in the second quarter. And so back-to-back possessions for the Panthers result in points. Extra point up, long, high, good. Panthers lead 14-7. Wildcats get their hands on the football. 6:43 to go in the half at Weslaco. This is ValleyCentral.com. Back here at Weslaco on a Friday night, it's Bobby Lackey Stadium, and some fans are still filing in, and they've missed already 3 touchdowns between the Weslaco East Wildcats and the Weslaco Panthers. Panthers with a 14-7 lead after a drive capped off by a 3-yard run by Eric Gonzalez gives them the lead. Kickoff by the Panthers. Wildcats to return it. They'll field it to the 10 on the hurry to the 15-20, left side, now middle of the field to the 25. Back to the outside to the 28-yard line. And that's where the Wildcats will take over 1st and 10. They've had the ball twice before, and vastly different results on those drives. First one, easy-looking touchdown drive. Made it a 7-0 game. And then the second time around, the Panther defense shut them down. This time, they'll start the drive from their own 29. 14-7 ball game with 6:37 to go in the half. Wildcats football, shotgun or check that I formation. Now they'll shift out of that behind quarterback Darren Rivas. Empty backfield. Takes a snap, fakes the handoff, passes the ball over the middle, caught, 45, and he backs in and falls down Otherwise, that may have been 6 points on a pass completion to J.R. Villarreal. And the over and under is 10. We've now had 3 passes. 6:31 to go here in the first half. Wildcats, after being shut down on that second possession, and you can see there on the replay when you get to watch the video, J.R. Villarreal, had he been able to keep his footing, he would have been gone for a touchdown. First down play for the Wildcats, this time from their own 49. Running play, right side and a room inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. On a carry by Saul Cuellar, which results in about a 7, making it an 8-yard gain. Perhaps that pass play softened things up. Again, the tackle made. Who else? Michael Brandon Torres for the Weslaco Panthers. 5:48 and counting here in the first half. 2nd and 2 from the 43-yard line of the Panthers. Wildcats with the football. Rivas, the quarterback, takes a snap. First man through, gets the ball. He'll drive forward for what should be first down yardage, down right at the 40-yard line of the Panthers. They needed 2. Looks like they get a couple. And again on the sidelines, the Weslaco East Wildcat defense trying to talk things over. What exactly are the Panthers doing? Got a message for you, Coach. This game's going to elapse so quick. In about 5 minutes, you'll be talking at halftime. You'll be able to discuss that at length. First down play for the Wildcats. New set of downs. Handoff. Running play off the left guard, and that'll go nowhere. Maybe a yard of 2. Another helmet comes flying off on a hit delivered on the tackle. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Wildcats of Weslaco East. Across the way, the Panther fans continue to file in here. There's, I would guess, maybe 50 seats left. You could stack some people to the far right side. Not sure on this Wildcat side, but I'm going to guess this is full. 2nd down play, 4:44 to go in the half. Wildcats will run the ball, bounce it outside the left-hand side. Nice move made, 30-yard line, down inside the 25-yard line, on his feet to the 21-yard line, and that'll be a first down on another carry by Cuellar. Penalty flag on the play. We'll see what this is about. It came at about the spot he turned upfield. Already the Wildcats have had 1 penalty, cost them, and this time a holding call will negate another good carry by Saul Cuellar. Would have been a first down near the 21. It'll now be 2nd down. And they'll mark the ball down at the 40, so call it 2nd and 10. Cuellar knocked out of bounds. 3 guys it took to take him out. 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Clock stops with 4:33 remaining in the half. 14-7 the score. Panthers of Weslaco on top. Wildcats with the football at the Panther 40. Rivas under center. Takes a snap, hands the ball off, first man through. Drives his shoulder forward and gains a couple. 3rd and long coming up for the Wildcats. Jesse Segura that time on the carry. But 3rd and 7 coming up for the Wildcats. They have thrown the ball a couple of times tonight, once for a touchdown. The other time they threw it was a completed pass for a first down on this drive. Clock running. We'll go under 4 minutes left here in the half. Panthers with the lead. Wildcats with the football. They'll line up 2 receivers to the right-hand side and go shotgun. Out of the gun. Snap back a good one. They'll blow the play dead. Wildcats have to burn their final timeout. It stops the clock with 3:52 to go in the half. Panthers lead the Wildcats 14-7 from Weslaco. This is ValleyCentral.com. Back here at Weslaco, 3:52 remaining here in the first half, and after the Weslaco East Wildcats burn their final timeout of the first half, they'll face a 3rd and 6 from the 36-yard line of the Panthers. Down 14-7. See what they do here on 3rd down. They'll go shotgun formation. Rivas has a 4-receiver set, twins left and right. Takes a snap, fires a pass, left-hand side, caught. Nice move made inside the 30-yard line. That's near first down territory. And they'll see where the spot is. They had to cross the 30 to get the first down. The officials are going to mark the ball down. Looks like the 29 it is. Good enough for a first down. And the over and under is now 4. 4 pass plays in the first half between these two teams. 3 for 3 now in the passing game for the Wildcats. How about this? Combined, the teams 4 for 4 for 2 touchdowns. That's not a bad quarterback rating across the board. First down play, now back to the I formation for the Wildcats. They'll pitch it left-hand side. Wall of blockers inside the 25-yard line. On his feet, down near the 21-yard line. And what a nice job of setting up those blocks downfield for the Wildcats of Weslaco East. 3:05 and counting here in the first half. Mark it down at the 21-yard line. That's a 7-yard gain. 2nd and a short 3 coming up for the East Siders of Weslaco East. From the 21, they'll break out of the huddle. Play clock at 13. Game clock at 2:45. Rivas, the quarterback, under center. On 2nd down, hands the ball for the first man through. He'll jump inside the 20 to about the 18 on Jesse Segura's run, which should be enough for another first down. It is. This resembles what the Wildcats were doing in their first drive. Their second drive, they were shut down. The door was slammed shut. But this time, they've regrouped and are moving it back downfield against the Panther D. In the red zone, 1st and 10. Wildcats from the 18. Rivas, pitch out, left-hand side. Running room for Cuellar. Takes it down to the 15-yard line. He'll gain 3 more, brings up 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run, 2:19 to go. Wildcats can't stop it anymore. They burned all 3 of their timeouts here in the first half. See those blockers out there, those receivers. They don't get many pass attempts, but boy, they sure block well. Gilbert Urbina that time leading the way. 2nd and 7. I formation, tight set behind quarterback Darren Rivas. Pitch back, left-hand side. Running play inside the 15. Cuellar stays on his feet to the 10. Drives a couple of defenders down to the 17-yard line. Or check that, the 7-yard line. And that's going to be 1st and goal coming up for the Wildcats. And Cuellar did a whole bunch of that on his own. Stops the clock with 1:44 to go while they move the chains. On the replay, you can see it. Cuellar took the deep pitch, and look at the blocking early. Then he took on the first tackler, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, drives forward, ended up gaining an extra 4 yards on the play. 1st and goal for the Wildcats of Weslaco East, trying to tie this game. Rivas takes a snap, hands the ball off to Cuellar, inside the 5, down to the 3. Cuellar stumbled across the line of scrimmage, left a trail of defenders behind him, ends up getting stopped at the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal coming up for the Wildcats. 1:15 and counting here in the first half. Panthers of Weslaco leading 14-7. That's in jeopardy right now as the Wildcats are banging on the door. From the 3, Rivas brings him up to the line. Sends 2 receivers left-hand side. I formation once again. Takes a snap, hands it off. Cuellar, end zone, touchdown Wildcats. And he walks in. He met a defender at the goal line and just waltzed right in and walked into the back of the end zone. Joel Cuellar with 53 seconds left in the half brings Weslaco East within a point of tying this one up. And what an impressive drive that was by the Weslaco East Wildcats. Extra point coming up. The kicker, Jose Garcia. Snap back, ball down, kick up long high. Count it. We're tied, 14 apiece. Kickoff coming up from Weslaco. This is ValleyCentral.com. Back here at Weslaco, it's a Friday night at Bobby Lackey in a bang-bang kind of game here tonight. Punch, counter-punch, punch, counter-punch, and here we are, tied at 14 apiece. Panthers and Wildcats going at it. Kickoff, bangs off a return man. Panthers now get it at the 25, take it across the 30, and to the 33-yard line. That's where they'll set up shop. And we'll see what the play calling is here by the Panthers of Weslaco. Tied 14 apiece. They're going to get their hands on the football to start the second half. And there's 48 seconds left in the half, and they've got 3 timeouts remaining. I said the over and under would be 10 passes combined between the teams. We've had 4.
Offside. Number 3, Wildcats.
On the kickoff, we had an offsides call against Weslaco East. Looks like the Panthers of Weslaco will decline that penalty.
The kicking team penalties refused.
They will,
First
and so
down.
they'll get the ball at their own 33. Now, again, off the air, I was talking, saying that they really shouldn't, on my over and under prediction, don't count these passes, because any team that passes now, well, that's a given. Of course, with Weslaco, they may not pass the ball anyway. Tony Villarreal might line up in a passing formation, but it doesn't mean he'll throw the ball. They're 1 for 1 for a touchdown thus far when they've thrown it. See what they do here on first down. They'll go under center, pitch back right-hand side, and they'll have some room across the 30, 40-yard line, 45. That's a first down, and then out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 40 seconds to go in the half on a carry by Brian Guerra that will move it all the way out to the 48. Guerra rumbling forward on the right side. Now a first down play coming up for the Panthers of Weslaco. From their own 48, they'll spike the ball. And I thought Guerra got out of bounds. Now the penalty comes in. It's probably going to be motion against the Panthers. It looked like the guard pulled early before the snap. My question was, I thought the tailback got out of bounds, and therefore they would have stopped the clock after he got out of bounds, but the official will say he was brought down inbounds, so as soon as they moved the chains, they started the clock up. Now they're having a discussion, perhaps talking about that very thing. They'll waive off the penalty.
Disregard the flag. There was no penalty.
And so the spike will result, stopping the clock at 32 seconds. Second down, 10 yards to go. Panthers have all 3 timeouts left, actually just 2 left. Now it's second down. Shotgun formation. They'll go with Lopez out of the gun. Drops back. Fires a pass left-hand side, and that's well short, incomplete. Andrew Aldape was the intended receiver. Receiver screen set up on the left-hand side. That ball skipped out to him. Fell about 6 yards short of ever getting to him. Stops the clock with 29 ticks left here in the half. That's 5 pass plays in the first half. If we do that in a second, I'm right on the money. Third down and 10 coming out for the Panthers. Lopez again in the shotgun formation. On 3rd and 10, they'll run it. Left side into Wildcat territory, down to the 48. And with 22 seconds to go, the Panthers are going to burn a timeout before 4th down and 3 comes up. with that timeout. I'll take a quick timeout as well. This is valleycentral.com. Back here at Weslaco after the timeout by the Panthers. They've got it, 4th down, about 5 yards to go from the Weslaco East 47. They'll line up in a shotgun. Man in motion. They'll fake the handoff. Quarterback going to throw. He's a ball deep downfield into double coverage. Overthrows everyone, incomplete. Stops the clock with 15 seconds to go, and the Weslaco East Wildcats will now send their offense onto the field. No timeouts remaining. Tie game at 14 apiece. Football at their 47-yard line. Lopez that time threw that ball deep downfield as if to say either my guy's going to get it or if you get it, it's going to be so far downfield. You'll be lucky if you get it back to where the line of scrimmage is. By that time, you'll take more time off the clock. Panthers defense on the field. Wildcats with the ball. They will send a receiver out to the left-hand side. Shotgun formation, and they'll look to throw. Looking, still looking. Quarterback going to keep it and run down the left-hand side. He's going to get to the first down marker and then be driven down. They'll keep the clock running. Now they'll stop it with 3 seconds to go in the half. If the Panthers, or if the Wildcats wanted to, they could get up to the line, but they're not going to try to take a snap. Or will they? They spot the football down, and they are going to try to spike it down. They will not get it done, or did they? Clock set at zeros. Official says, welcome to halftime. Bands take the field. Wildcats and Panthers head to the halftime locker room. All 9